Hi everybody. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. How's your week been? How's your day been? What's new? Of course, I get on here and suddenly people want to talk to me on Facebook. So let's kill this real quick. There we go. Put that off of there. Okay, there we go. And you can mute this. There we go. Come back. Alright. Hi, BJ. Hi, Amanda. Hi, PJ. Missed you last week, PJ. How you guys doing? How's your week? How are your weeks going? Mine's been interesting, to say the least. I actually have a list of things to talk about tonight. Don't get scared. Yes, I actually put like a list of things to talk about. But yeah, we'll get to those. So yeah, seriously, tell me, how's your week been? How's your day going? What do you guys have going on? And it looks like my chat is coming up in like large clumps. So It's kind of like me getting on here tonight. It just kind of spun. Then it kicked me off. Then I came back on and it spun again. And then I disconnected, and then the third time was a charm, and here I am. So it looks like technology is struggling tonight. Let's see who else. I'm glad you're having a great week. I'm doing good. I'm coming off a girls' weekend that I'll talk about here in a second. But I'm busy and I'm having an interesting week. But I'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, your mom moved into your house last week. How's that going, PJ? Yes, PJ. I actually kind of did. I know, it's scary. I hope you were sitting down when I said that, and if you weren't and you injured yourself, my apologies for not warning you. BJ said, I got my booster and the flu shot yesterday. Very traumatic. You got them both on the same day? Oh, wow, okay. I hope you're doing well and you don't have any side effects from either of them. Hi, Marquita. Welcome. I'm still laughing over your story with the mohair, by the way. What had happened was, yeah, that's one time that I'm kind of glad I'm allergic to something because I don't have to deal with it. I have an excuse not to have to deal with it. BJ saying it took you 45 minutes to get on with StreamYard. Yeah, it's rough. It just kept kicking me off. PJ is saying 10 out of 10 did not recommend getting the runner shot and the flu shot at the same time. Well, it's already happened, so here's hoping that it works out okay. Hi, Thea. Oh yeah, it's Thursday morning where you are. It's going for now. Yeah, it's weird when you turn that corner where it's almost reverse roles. You know, the parent becomes the child becomes the parent. I remember when that happened with mine. You know, they would like go off on like day trips and wouldn't tell anybody they were leaving, and we're all at home freaking out because we don't know where they are and what they're doing, what have you, and they're not answering their cell phone, they're not answering the home phone. We go past their house, they're not there. And like I said, they're not answering the cell phone, so we're all like, I mean, do we need to send somebody out to look for them? What's going on? And then they just roll in, and they're like, oh, hey, yeah, we want to da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you should tell people when you go places. You don't just wander off. You need to tell people. And as you're saying it, you remember back, 20, 25, 30, whatever years earlier, when your parents were saying the exact same thing to you when you wandered off on a Saturday afternoon and didn't bother to come home until late Saturday night. And didn't bother to call and check in. So it's bizarre when the roles reverse. It really is. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah, you made it. Welcome. How's your week and your day been? What's going on with you? Yeah, the mohair. Okay, everybody's saying hi to everybody. And VJ saying, telling PJ she checked it out first. She wanted to get all my illnesses over at once. Yeah, there is that. You don't have to deal with it one time instead of like dealing with the after effects of the flu shot and the after effects of the booster. But I can't get the flu shot because I'm allergic to something in it. So I don't have to worry about that. And I won't need a booster till February, so I don't have to worry about that either for a while. Let's see what is Kathleen saying she's knitting more socks. Awesome. Is your vision getting any better? What's going on with your eyes, Kathleen? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, I think I've caught up with everybody. I believe. I mean, my StreamYard is showing that there's only 3 people here, and I know I can see there's more than 3 people here. So StreamYard's just having a problem across the board. So, but we're going to ignore the issues, and we're going to sit here and we're going to chat for the next hour because that's what we do. So, while I wait for you guys to fill me in on what you guys have going on, I'll fill you in a little bit on what I've been up to. This past weekend, I did a girls' trip with some girls that I've been friends with since grade school, and it was fun. We went to a cabin in the woods, and we did a lot of crafting. We did a lot of eating. We cooked, actually. I made beef stew. Another friend of mine made some grilled ham salad and cheese sandwiches with homemade ham salad. We had veggie trays and all kinds of different snacks and various types of alcoholic beverages that were delicious. I highly recommend. It's called coffee whiskey. You get it in Tennessee. I think it was Gatlinburg. It's where my friend got it. And oh my goodness, there was nothing that we put in it that wasn't delicious. It was delicious in coffee. It was delicious in tea. It was delicious in Coke. It was delicious in Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it was amazing. So I'm really thinking about planning a trip to Tennessee just to get a couple of bottles of it. Yes, I am that kind of person that actually would plan an entire trip just to get some alcohol because it's that good. And we had some nice wine. And we had a couple of ales. And so that's what we did. We ate, we drank, we crafted, we wandered around some walking trails. We went on a boat ride. That was great, but it was cold on that water because it was only 60 degrees up here. So if it's 60 degrees and you're on the water and the boat's going full tilt, it gets cold. Those are my dogs that just ran through. Ignore them. You should be used to that by now. That was my weekend. And if you're wondering what crafts I did a lot of diamond painting. And I actually did do some crocheting. I'm playing with the Malabrigo that I showed you guys last week. And I'm trying to decide what to make with it. And it's crocheting beautifully. But I haven't found the pattern that I want to use it with yet. So I'm working on that. So that was my weekend. Now let me check with the chat, see what you guys are saying, because I saw it scrolling through. Let's see. Kathleen is saying, and now I am in the second childhood position of being 72 and going places and not thing people. Gotcha. You just got dinner. You did get your mom on the list for senior housing. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're, you got on the list someplace. I know how tough that is. Believe me, I know how tough that is. Kathleen's saying, your eyes are the same. Oh, I'm sorry. Doctor says we will just have to wait and see. Sorry for the pun. And, yeah, I envision that's all you have left to do. Haha, pun back. Gatlinburg is the best. I've heard that. I haven't been to Gatlinburg. I've been to Memphis, I've been to Nashville. I've never been to Gatlinburg. Cabin in the Woods in October in America. Horror movie start point. Yeah. People have pointed that out several times. But I'm glad to say that we didn't run into anybody in a hockey mask. We didn't run into anybody with a chainsaw. Nobody tried to run us off the road and flash their headlights at us. So, it was a good weekend. All in all. Kathleen saying we live within 40 miles of there. Be sure to let me know. I'd love to meet you. Okay. If I come down there, I'll let you know. See, it was a blast. I mean, like I said, and when you combine all the activities we did with all the delicious food and the fact that you've got friendships that go back 40 plus years, it was fun. We had a lot of fun. We listened to a lot of 80s music, did a lot of silly dancing, reminisced about things none of us had thought about in like 30 plus years. It was a blast. We didn't get neither Freddie nor Jason. Nobody visited me in my dreams. Jason didn't show up, although we were lakefront, so I guess that was within the realm of possibility. But no Freddie, no Jason, no Michael Myers, no Leatherface, no crazy clowns. It was just the four of us in nature, eating, drinking, and crafting. It was fun. And not telling family. Gotcha. Hi, Ursula. We're all just chatting and catching up. How's your day and your week been? So that was my weekend. And while I was gone, I got a happy little package in the mail. Because remember I told you last week that I was going to start collecting the other Malabrigos washed. Well, I started, and I got 2 more in the mail while I was gone. I'm gonna try not to do a Marquita and lose my mind holding these, but look, they're gorgeous. See, one at a time. This is pretty much showing up. Getting the glare. There we go. It's not quite as orange in person as it's showing up on my camera. It's more of like a goldenrod color. But it's lovely. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, obviously, but hold it back a little bit. But yes. I got this beauty, and I got this one. And this is showing up true to color on camera. So it's I don't really know how to describe the colorway it is, but there's a lot of blues and greens and golds and some burgundies in there. But yeah, it's gorgeous. And I'm thinking I am going to pair these together. But I'm not totally sure. I'm going to have to play with them and find out. But this is more, like I said, the Malabrigo washed. And it's a worsted weight, so it's a 4. It's a heavy 4. Well, no, it's a medium 4. And, where are my cheaters? Need my cheaters. Hang on. There we go. 210 yards, 192 meters, it's 100 grams. And it's 100% superwash merino wool, obviously. And this doesn't tell me what color it is. I forget. And it's also from the Anniversaria, because I didn't mention that. Oh, it's Piedras. That's that color. And the other one is, it's got the same description, but it is Sunset. So yeah, I'm going to order some more probably next week. Cause I just want to have like all the colors, because I want to have all the colors, because this yarn is amazing and I'm loving it. And although I haven't liked any of the patterns that I've made with the Malabrigo so far, crocheting with it has been a beyond enjoyable experience. So yeah, I'll definitely be adding more of this to my collection, because it's just and I'm with Marquita. Marquita on her last podcast had said that you could tell how soft the yarn was by the sound it makes when you squish it. And well, there's no sound there. So, and yeah, it's very soft, and as Krista would say, it's very scarfable. So yeah, I was excited to see that when I came home. So let me catch up with you guys, and you're chatting in. Oh my god, Lord, you guys are chatty. I love it. Let's see. Ursula's saying she's been good. I know you didn't have the blonde girl, did you? Amanda saying, I already know I'm in love with that orange. Yes, you would love this color. This color is you. It is. It's gorgeous. I'm loving it. Marquita is saying they are gorgeous and will be fabulous together. Yeah, definitely together. I took a guess when I was picking, because I picked this out first, and I wanted something that would match it. And when I went through their other tonals, I saw this and went, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, that'll work. So, and I'm excited to come up with something with it too. Yeah, it's a very goldy color. It's like a goldenrod going into an orange. Is that marked color? I don't know what marked color is. Explain, please, Amanda. How's the squish factor? I just talked about that. It's very squishy, and it's a very quiet squish. So it's very, very soft. It's lovely. Yes, I know what it's about. I'll answer you in a second. Looks kind of like Chinese marbles. Yeah, it is very marbled. That's what I love about Malabrigo. Their variegated are not like variegated. They're marbled. They're very. The colors are the random and planned all at the same time. They're really fascinating to see, and it's really great when you work it up, because there's a whole lot of rhyme and reason to how the patterning plays out. So you never really know what it's going to look like from one row to the next. So like you do a couple of rows and you hold it up and you look at it and you're like, wow, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how this works out. Marquita is saying, I haven't bought any worsted Malabrigo and wonder if it's the same feel as sock. Well, you know I'm not buying any sock, so you're going to have to buy the worsted and let me know. Me buying sock would just not... I'm never going to use it. Amanda is saying, I think you're onto something about the silence of the squish. Oh wait, okay. There's a T-shirt in there somewhere. It's like, let's see. It's not the. It's not the thickness of the yarn. It's the silence of the squish or something like that. We need to work on that. It needs to be that in some way, shape, or form needs to be on some merch. Because that's funny. Silence of the Squish. That means... What means stones, Kathleen? I think I missed something. Let me see. Where are we going here? BJ's applying for a new job. Your boss panicked today because I got a call for a prospective new job, but I turned it down because it wasn't full time. You think your boss is going to give you some more money or give you some other incentive to stay? And if they did, are you willing to stay? Oh, no. The one is Piedras, I think is how you say it, and the other one's Sunset. Yep. Good for you, PJ. That means you're now set. Make them squirm. Yep. Get more money, get more power, get whatever it is you can get from them to get you to stay, if that's what you want to do. Kathleen saying, I love it when yarn surprises me and pleases me like that. Yeah, it's really neat when it works out, because you really don't know what it's going to look like when it works out. You just know it's going to be pretty. That's pretty much all you know. So I got these in the mail. So I was excited for that. And I also got my gold Metallico. So I've started the hooded cowl. I haven't got very far in it, but I'm working on it. I have a plan for a pattern, and if it works out, I am going to go ahead and release it. But that's all I'm going to tell you for now. But if you know the shape of the Ren Fair fingerless gloves, I want the hood to match the shape of the gloves. So I'll just put it that way. But I'm working on that right now. BJ is saying my boss will give me a good recommendation. When I told him, he said, good for you. Alrighty, well. Oh, it means stones, like river stones. You know, that kind of fits, because it does kind of look like stones that you would see down by like a brook or a creek. It kind of has that, yeah, those kneaded kind of, well, washed away kind of look that some stones would have. So that makes sense. And yeah, this definitely looks like a sunset. So, pretty well named. Let's see, what else am I working on? I was working on Lacey's hat pattern, and okay, this takes me up to something I want to talk about. I have a hard time crocheting around and keeping gauge. I have no idea why, but if yarn calls for a 4.5 millimeter hook and I am crocheting around, I have to like drop down to like a 3 millimeter hook to keep engaged. I don't know what it is about crocheting around, but I can't meet gauge with the recommended hook size. I'm making the stitch count. I have the exact number of stitches, but whatever it is I'm making is always several inches wider than it's supposed to be, and I don't know why. So the yarn I'm using for the hat, and I don't want to talk about it too much because I really wanted to wait till I had it done to really talk about it too much. Plus, but the yarn I'm using is a DK, and it calls for a 4 millimeter hook. And when I use the 4 millimeter hook, I mean, this thing is huge. It's probably 30 something inches in diameter. So I bumped down to a 2 millimeter hook, and those of you that know me know how much love I have for that. But it seems to be working a little better. So I'm going to continue and see if I can actually get the hat to like turn out in this using this hook. And if not, I may have to switch yarns because the yarn may be too. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but this isn't the first time I've had this problem. I just have this problem with crocheting and around across the board. I can't meet gauge. It's weird. So, but anyway, I'm working on that. And I had my granddaughter had some. It's been Spirit Week at school, and she had to dress up in like Halloween gear or something, and wanted a hat. So I made her a little mini witch's hat. I have no idea where it is right now, or I'd show it to you, but it came out okay. It was nothing hard. It was literally just single crochet around till I got to the circumference I needed. Then I put a berm on it. If I find it, I'll show it to you next week with Lacey's hat and whatever else I get finished. And that's what I am working on. I was hoping to have some finished things, but that was nothing. I didn't get anything finished because I kept having problems left and right with my gauge for in the round wasn't working. Well, I did finish the witch hat, so there is that, but I don't have it with me, so I can't show it to you. So I'm not counting it. And I set the hooded cowl aside to work on the witch's hat, and then Lacey asked me to work on this hat for her, so I was working on that, and then that's when the end of round gauge problem started. So I haven't even gotten back to the hooded cowl or any of my other shawls that I'm working on. But that, in a nutshell, is what I have been working on for this last week. So what about you guys? And am I the only one that has a problem with things getting out of gauge, crocheting around? Is it just me? What surprised me, because that's just something that's odd that would happen to me. So what are you guys saying? Can I cut the multiple? Yeah, I could have probably stopped at like the 6th or 7th round, but if I can't get it to work out this way, it's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'll just stop until I get to the circumference I need and then continue to pattern from there. Yeah, it is tiny for DK, but it's the closest I've gotten to the actual gauge I'm supposed to have. It's just the weirdest thing. I don't understand why I have this problem. I don't understand why I have the problem. Excuse me. It's just that, I can make gauge in any other stitch if I'm doing like circular, if I'm doing rectangular, if I'm doing a square, corner to corner, not a problem. In a round, I can't make gauge with the recommended rounds. It's always going to be way bigger than what the gauge is supposed to be for that recommended number of rounds. And I don't understand. So I'm a squirrel running in a wheel. I have no idea what that means. Kathleen is saying, I had a friend a long time ago in Toronto, and she had the same problem. She used to carry a variety of hooks to remedy it. Yeah, that's what I do. I normally just bump down hook sizes until I get at least close to the gauge. And I actually have eliminated rounds so that I match the gauge, which kind of could take away from the length, but then I can always add an extra round or two at the end to get the length back. So that's normally how I remedy it, but it's just weird that it happens. I don't understand why. And Amanda's saying, I have problems meeting row gauge always in knitting and crochet. Luckily, it's an easy adjustment to cut rows out or add them in. Yeah, it's an easy enough fix, but It's just that you end up having to. You see this right here? This is from where I actually had to frog the version that before the one I'm working on now, and I frogged it onto this roll that's sitting on my wind yarn winder. So this is like a paper towel roll. But so yeah, it's just a weird problem to have. It's bizarre. Hi, Marshall. How are you? Yeah, I was going nowhere fast this week. No, not for lack of trying. It just wasn't working. But I mean, I did knock out the witch's hat in one night. So I started it like because did you finish tell that story? She wanted the hat, but she approached me about it at like 7:00 at night on Monday night, and she needed it for Tuesday. So I started it, well, probably about an hour after that, so like around 8:00. And I finished it right around 3:30 in the morning. So, yeah. I did manage to accomplish that, but that's about it. Yeah, that's how I tend to do it, because that way, it's someplace relatively secure, and when I need more, I can just do this, and I just unwind it. I guess I could actually unwind it. I'm not going to do it right now, but yeah. So I just store it on that. Normally I'd use a toilet paper roll, but I didn't have a toilet paper roll nearby. I had the paper towel roll, and I didn't feel like going upstairs to find an empty toilet paper roll. So I'm doing good, Michelle. Thanks for asking. Just talking about my weekend and my frustration with some of my works in progress. And yeah, just typical life stuff. You know how it goes. So with every stitch you said, I love my granddaughter so much. Yeah. Although it was alternated with, why did she wait till 7:00 in the evening to tell me about this? Yeah, I love her, but she could have told me earlier. You know, she's been looking at me for the last several hours. Why did she wait till now? Why am I just starting this now? But yeah, but she knew I'd do it. So, and I knew I'd do it because, you know, grandma. It's what we do. So let's see what else. Told you about the hooded cow. Told you about my weekend. I'm not drinking anything right now, so I don't have anything to really talk about. Haven't found like any new teas or anything to tell you guys about. Oh, something else that we did over the weekend was we made intent bracelets, which I don't know if you've ever noticed or not, but let me get this comment off of here so you can see. These bracelets on my wrist, they're intent bracelets. And basically, well, what we did was we had like this deck of cards, and there were like questions on there like, if you could do anything for a living in life, what would it be? If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be? Questions like that. They're like, you know, meant to make you really think about your life. And you do that, and as you answer questions, you realize that there are certain themes that just keep reoccurring. And whatever that theme is, the definition, that theme is generally the definition of what your intent word is. Of course, I've got 4 bracelets. One of these is just that we all 4 got one to commemorate the girls' trip, and that's this one.
Like she sent you screenshots of your charges and stuff.
That one. But my other 3, I have one that says, and I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll try.
Yeah, I'm not really.
That one says, I create. Another one says, Um, what does one say? I have one that says believe, and then I have another one that says dreamer. So those are mine, and everybody got one. I think couple. I know I have one. I think someone else did too. But so we made these. So basically, you just hammer. These are washers, and you just hammer the letters on with the special hammer that comes with the kit. So we made those. But I've had my intent bracelets for a while. But I introduced them to it, and now they're like in love with them, and they want me to make a couple of more and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing. So that was another thing I did over the weekend, which was fun. So amazing, we were all saying versions of the same prayer. Well, yeah, when you have a grandkid, we're all like, ugh. So let's see, what else I want to talk about? Things that I'm also working on a bunch of patterns. I have a pattern. Well, I did the Chill Kill pocket shawl pattern like forever ago, but I never got around to filming a tutorial for it. So I'm probably going to do that. And I have a janket that I created like several years ago that I just kind of like whipped up like on the fly. I think I'm gonna write the pattern for it and do a tutorial for it. And again, I'm also putting some other shawls and some other things, but they're in early stages. And I'm playing with the Malabrigo and trying to come up with a pattern. I've just got all kinds of things up, all these balls in the air. So what are you guys doing? What are you working on? And I think my chat's stuck again, because nothing has come up on my screen in a while now, and you guys were being awfully chatty earlier, and now I'm not seeing anything. So okay, so while I wait for chat to catch up, or you guys to say something, or this fixes itself, how do you guys... So, like, when I'm making new things, like, that's not what I wanted to say. Do you guys repurpose items for your craft stuff? Like, for instance, my granddaughter outgrew her coat, and I'm going to repurpose part of it because it's got like this gray fuzzy lining, and I want to use that on the inside of her purse, and it's filled with polyfill, so I'm going to like pull that out and use it, and like, because I'm going to make some pumpkins and some other like stuffed items for the holidays, so I'm going to use that to stuff those. So you guys, and the zipper I may or may not repurpose to use in a bag or something. So I mean, do you guys repurpose things like that for your craft projects, or am I just the only weird one? Because it's too worn out to really like be given to another kid. So it was just going to get tossed, but I decided that I would just like kind of strip it down and use parts of it that I could use. So am I the only person that does that, or you guys do it too? Let me know. Okay, here we go. Now some chat's coming through. Amanda is saying, I hurt my brain this week typing up the ice cream party cardi pattern. Say that 5 times fast. Ice cream party cardi, ice cream party cardi, ice cream party cardi, ice cream party cardi, ice cream party cardi. Okay, I guess I could. Writing out the shoulder and neckline shaping for the back panel. Yeah, maths. Maths are hard. Ugh. Trying to convert math to language is tough sometimes. I'm doing a little bit of that too with the hooded shawl, the hooded cowl. And PJ saying I'm halfway done with blanket number 5 of 7. That's pretty cool. And these are these holiday gifts. So you're making really good time. Marquita saying I had a pile of Joanne Buttercream Luxe craft cozy staring at me for months, and I just dove into it. Joanne Buttercream Luxe. Never heard of that. I guess this is something I should look into. It's in an acrylic. You repurpose yarn all the time. Yeah, I repurpose yarn, but I mean, like other materials. Like I said, like the fill from that jacket I'm going to use and other things. The lining of that jacket is probably going to become a pillow. So. Let's see. Amanda saying, also working on a snowflakes overlay mosaic crochet pattern by Sixel Design. It's so addictive. Oh, overlay mosaic is fun. I like doing overlay mosaic. I haven't done any of it in a long time. I haven't done any mosaic in a long time. I used to do a lot of mosaic and a lot of Wayu, like the Aztec pattern on bags and stuff like that, Native American patterns. I used to do a lot of those a lot. I haven't done any of that in a while, and I kind of miss it. I need to go back to that. That's actually how I ended up with my great love of 24/7 cotton, because mercerized cotton is what's recommended for that type of mosaic crochet, and that's what I started using. But I haven't done that in a while. Marquita is saying, sometimes I cut my favorite parts of a fabric or jeans and save them to be reused. Yeah, I do that too. Like, I've got several, like, shirts that I've cut like the sleeves and stuff off and made into like flat panels that I'm going to use in something or on something. I haven't decided yet, but I also like to do a lot of quilting and crochet combined. Crow quilting is what it's called. So that's fun. Kathleen is knitting the ribbing on a pair of socks. Just finished another pair for a customer. This pair is for a grandie. I do repurpose because you have so many grands. That makes sense. How many grands do you have? Repurposing is a good thing. I think so. PJ is saying that 6 of her projects are for Christmas and 1 was the baby blanket with the yarn from hell. Aren't you glad you got that one out of the way, like, basically first? I knew what you meant, Kathleen. It's fine. And Marquita is saying that it's a superwash merino or acrylic bamboo blend and it's chunky, super bulky 6. Oh, well, I will have to look into that because I am looking for a super bulky to redo my Choco pocket shawl. So I'll definitely have to look into that. Okay, did I just confuse something? Did Amanda say she was talking about something? Oh, the Snow White, the overlay mosaic, okay. And Marquita was telling Mando Bug that sounds like it's going to be beautiful. And Marquita is saying to PJ that she's really busy. I don't make a whole lot of blankets either, although I am still working on the blanket for my daughter from the last 2 years. And I'm half tempted to frog what I've created and start all over again because I don't like how it looks. which means it may be another year before she gets this blanket, which means she's really going to want to kill me in my sleep. But, you know, I'm picky that way. It's got to look the way I want it to look, or I can't just leave it. That's what everyone wants, so that's what they're getting. See, I like when people tell me exactly what it is they want. It makes things so much easier. I ask my kids what they want for holiday gifts, and they're like, oh, no, I don't care, surprise me. I don't want to surprise you, because there's a 50-50 shot that surprise will not go down well. Just tell me what you want. A lot of times I just say, forget it, and just give them cash. You have 31 grands. Wow. That's a lot of grandkids. Are those all grands? Are they grands and great grands? Because, wow. Amanda is saying that she saw a really cool thing on TikTok this week. A 3D print designer is working on making a large functional crochet hook that opens up and can double as a crochet hook case. Well, what size crochet hook is it? I mean, it has to be, obviously, I'd say a P. At least. But that sounds kind of neat. No, because your son said he wanted a PS5. I'm sure my granddaughter would love a PS5, but that's not happening.
No, it's not.
And my daughter just said, no, it's not.
Hell no.
She was very emphatic on the no. I'm not arguing. It looked at least 30 millimeters or larger. Ooh, yeah, it's a big hook. What yarn would you use that with, though? Probably the kind of yarn that you would normally do arm knitting or arm crocheting with. Six are great grands. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what anybody's getting this year, really. We've got some ideas, but we'll just have to see where it goes. Something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't. Well, a lot of what I wanted to talk about, I can't really talk about because I didn't finish things to talk about them. So, there's that. I showed you all of my yarn finds, and told you what I'm working on, and that's pretty much what's going on with me this week. And I'm still in school. My ethics class has been interesting. We're talking about all kinds of ethical dilemmas, so that's always fun. And I'm going to order some more Malabrigo. And that comes pretty quick, so I actually could have that for chat next week. But I got to film a bunch of videos in the next couple of days because I'm like lacking in the videos right now. I had been trying to do one a week, but you know, school came up and I had papers to write and all kinds of crazy stuff was going on. Of course, I didn't have my girls trip, and I wasn't canceling that. And so, well, no, things are going well, and I'm happy with the way things are. I mean, this whole not being able to keep gauging around thing is frustrating, and I'd really love to figure out why it is. So I may ponder that for a little bit and experiment a little bit and see if I can't get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it's just me going down several hook sizes and shaving off rows when I need to, which may end up being my ultimate solution and my permanent one. But I still would like to know why I can't keep gauging around. It makes no sense at all. He'd hold some jumbo yarn double. Yeah, that would probably work for 30 millimeter. I can see that. Marquita saying, people are so innovative. Crochet hook case within a hook. That is very cool. I'll have to look that up on TikTok. PJ saying, my daughter knits, so I didn't make her a blanket. I ordered her some Paper Chef items. Oh, nice. I like Paper Chef stuff. I have a friend who's forever having a Paper Chef party, so whenever I want anything, she's pretty much always game to sell it to me. Kathleen is saying, we repurpose and renew a lot of things to make them newer for next in line. Well, with 31 grandkids, I can see why. Marquita agrees that Paper Chef is excellent. It is excellent. It's expensive, but it's good stuff. It's good quality stuff. It's worth its price, but it's expensive. I've actually thought about maybe having a party just to get some of the stuff I want. What was I going to say? But yeah, that's me. I'm just sitting here. I can't stop staring. I just bumped my computer. Sorry. I just can't stop staring at this yarn, guys, because it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I was thinking that it might work with my other yarn, but I don't know if I can reach it. Hang on. Oof. Ignore the chaos behind me. I really need to well, I'm about to start decorating my background for the holidays, so. Where's my other yarn? What are you doing with it? Oh, right here. Duh. I don't know how I can get these colors to work together or not. Probably not. So I'll probably just find some different Malabrigo colors to match together. But I mean, this is just some happy stuff. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. And it's all soft and squish and beautiful and works up spectacularly. And let me see what my swatch is. After that, yeah, I just have one. Yeah, I did the small swatch of the last thing I was working on, which was a triangle shawl pattern. But I don't want to make a triangle shawl like this. I want to make something else. So, but it was nice to practice with the yarn to see how it worked up. And like I said, it works up like a dream, and I love working with it. I just have to find the right pattern for it. So that's where I am with that. These colors kind of are kind of, I don't know. Now I like the gold better. Yeah, I definitely like it better with the gold. But I'm going to learn more anyway, so we'll see what when the new stuff comes, what it matches with. I'm just gonna keep ordering the colors I like and work with what I get. Peter's been collecting Paper Chef for 25 years. Marquita saying that collection is priceless. I agree, because wow. Peter, do you have parties? Kathleen is saying, for yarn gauge, I watched my friend but could not see where there was any problem with holding her yarn. Sorry, I don't have more info. That's okay. It's just me being weird, I'm guessing. I'm going to assume this is Marquita carding the Malabrigo yarn. Kathleen, Paper Chef is a line of kitchen items. Pots, pans, knives, kitchen gadgets, you name it. If it's in a kitchen, Paper Chef has probably produced one. And there's PJ saying what I just said. Optimistically cynical. I missed you come in. Your father was a master electrician. That's good to know. Okay, go away. We've got a smart aleck in the group. Ha 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 ha. I'll put you in timeout because we won't be here that much longer anyway. That was weird. You used to have parties. Do you have friends that have them? Yeah, I have several friends that have them. I've never had one, but I've had several friends tell me that I should have one, just so I could, like, get the free stuff. And I've thought about it. I might do one. Yeah, just for the heck of it. Because why not? It's free stuff. And you can do them virtual. It's not like you have to, like, it's not like the old days when you actually have to have, like, the real party and go to somebody's house and set up and do all that. Appreciate it. They're not funny. I am, because this is my time of the year because I'm a coffin. Oh jeez, this is true. Yeah, PJ, I know. Coffin's your maiden name. I got the joke. Ha ha ha. Yours is way funnier than Optimistically Cynical, though. That was just a lame joke. Well, I guess it beats coming in and throwing a whole bunch of curse words in the screen, so I guess I could deal with a bad joke over that. You've never seen Pampered Chef? Maybe you didn't have the time or the funds. I've only seen it around here in like the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. When I lived in the bigger city, I knew about it. But around here, my friends sell it. I know that's how I know about it around here. I don't think I know anybody like that whose house I'd walk in and see them with a whole bunch of Pampered Chef if they weren't selling it. As Reggie said, her last name could be Penis. This is true. It could always be worse. It can always be worse. Always. So anyway, that's what I wanted to chat with you guys about. Just, typical Wednesday. Just sit here and chat about yarn and works in progress and things I've planned. And all kinds of crochet goodness and life things. I'm trying to kind of fight off a cold, so I think I'm going to go make some tea and take some cold meds, and I might pass out early because I'm kind of tired. So if I seem a little low key, that's why. And I'm also I can hear that I'm starting to sound congested. So I think I'm going to take care of that. It was good chatting with you guys again this week. I'll be back next week. Like I said, I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to film. So I'll probably put one out later this week, and then probably another one or two the week after that. But other than that, that's really all I have to talk about it. What's she saying? Let's see. Kathleen is saying we have been in the States for 40 years. Where did you come from before you were in the States? And PJ is saying put cinnamon and honey in your tea. Well, the tea I'm drinking, it's a chai honey. So it has honey in it already. And chai normally has cinnamon, but I might add some more just in case. Can't hurt. So, but thanks for the suggestion. Okay, just saying I hope you start feeling better. I enjoy you ladies. Y'all have a great evening. Well, we enjoy you too, Makita. Thanks for being here, and I will talk to you next week at the latest. I'm sure I'll probably talk to you on Instagram 15 times before then. PJ saying feel better and have a great week. Thanks, PJ. It's my plan. Kathleen is saying this has been fun. Tea sauce wonderful. Feel better and hope to see you next week. Well, as my daddy said, good luck will and the sun does shine. I will be back next week. Oh, you came down from Canada. Gotcha. But yeah, I'll be back next week, and you'll probably get a video out of me sometime later this week, provided my voice holds out and I don't sound all sinusy and ridiculous. And until then, I will chat with you again next week. Thanks for being here, and have a good rest of your night and rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.